At SBRForum Videos, I'm Peter Loshak. We're talking right now with Jeff Cadillac from jeffcadillac.com, who's been giving us great NFL analysis all year long. Jeff, we're going to talk about the Packers-Vikings right now. Thanks for being with us once again.
Thank you, Peter. Thanks for having me.
That's right. You had a great read on a bunch of games last week, and tell us a little bit about jeffcadillac.com before we get into this game.
Well, I've been analyzing all the games all season long, posting all my picks, and doing a whole recap of every week as well, posting it all on the website for free. Hey, been getting a lot of new people every week, and a lot of good emails. So I want to thank everybody, all the fans out there, and everything. Some good advice, and hey, hopefully we'll do it again next year.
Excellent. Yeah, congratulations, Jeff. I'm happy for you. I love the way you talk. I love the red background, and of course, most of all, I love your insights into these games. All right, let's talk about Packers-Vikings. Now, the Packers are playing for a bye. Minnesota's playing for the playoffs, and the Vikings, Christian Ponder, played better last week. He give him credit where credit is due, Adrian Peterson might be banged up for this one. The Packers, though, they are playing for the bye, and they're just looking great. Rodgers is playing great. They're supposedly getting some people healthier on both sides of the ball back for this game. So I'm looking at this. I'm thinking that, Ponder is stepping up way up in class here. Although, I don't know. The Texans are supposed to be great on defense as well. I would lean Green Bay -3. What do you like here?
Well, last week, as you know, and as everybody else knows, I did play Minnesota. I analyzed the Minnesota-Houston game. But I did say that Adrian Peterson would only get about 80 yards rushing. But I didn't know that the only person on Houston that would show up would be J.J. Watt.
Okay.
I mean, the whole rest of the team it was like a laydown.
Yeah.
It was like they never even showed up. But I was right about Adrian Peterson. I didn't think he was going to run wild. J.J. Watt's his all world. Adrian Peterson got a little banged up. Ponder, he did step up a little bit, but then again, that was an upset.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Houston's favored by 7.5, and then Minnesota just outright wins 23-6. But this week, Green Bay knows Minnesota, and now you have Matthews and Woodson that are coming back strong.
Yeah.
It's a different team. Houston didn't know Minnesota like Green Bay knows Minnesota. And Green Bay is not going to make the same mistakes last year, like I said, that they did last year. Rodgers is going to play to the very end. He's going to stay sharp, and they want to go. They could be dangerous because they're flying under the radar this year.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the best record in the league, but they have a record that they're dangerous, and they can turn it on at any time. Rodgers is a gunslinger. And Minnesota, they've had a very nice season this year. But again, it's coming off a very bad season, so they played a lot of teams that weren't like the kind of teams that Green Bay played. I mean, they are good in the dome. Don't get me wrong, but 6-1, I'll tell you who they beat. They beat the Jags, Tennessee, Arizona, Detroit. I mean, they lost to Tampa Bay. These are teams that if you're planning on making a run into the playoffs, you got to beat, better teams. They did beat Chicago and San Francisco at home. I give them credit for that. But, Green Bay's coming off a 4-game winning streak. They do want the bye in the first week. They're going to stay fresh. Also, last 5 at Minnesota, Green Bay is 3-2 straight up, 3-2 against the spread. In December is a favorite. Green Bay is also 43-22-1. But I definitely like Green Bay in this game.
Okay.
We would lay at 3 points here. I think, Adrian Peterson is banged up. I don't think, Green Bay knows Minnesota. They play them twice a year. The Dome, Green Bay can win anywhere, and they've proven it. And they're also coming off a 3-game winning streak, Minnesota, but defense is going to be on Ponder, and they're going to be on Peterson, and I think Green Bay is going to win this game.
No, I'm agreeing with you. If this were up around 7, I'd be hesitant to bet it, but right around 3, I think there's some value there. Thanks. Great.